Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeClown and I'm back again bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, and as always, I super love the fact that you are tuning in, stoked that you all are here. I get up and do this every day because of you guys. It's a fun journey for me, and I did it for over a year when we had like 20 subscribers, and I love that we have more people that have joined in. So thanks everybody so much for tuning in. On the last episode of this, we have been in the middle of doing a World of Warcraft Classic playthrough where we cover every single possible quest in the game, and I have a little bit of new things coming up soon once we finish this Wrath of the Lich King art book, which should happen in the next day or two. But for now, we just recently did Wailing Caverns on the Horde, so what we're going to do is take an Alliance character, Glee Contessa here, into the Barrens and get her ready to also do Wailing Caverns. So stay a while and listen. Worst one yet. Alright, so we're in the wetlands because some reason the last quest that we finished probably had us here. What we need to do now is get our behinds over to Ratchet. So we can fly down. That's probably the best idea, actually. If we have a connect to Booty Bay, let's get on the old flight path and just fly right there. And while we're flying, we won't have nothing to do. We have actually level 25 quests. We'll help this person out right here. Got that. I mean, oh, she would have been fine. She's level 38. Just wanted to help out a stranger.
Where would you like to fly to?
Alright, so we're gonna pay the 9 silver it takes to get down to Booty Bay. Because that will allow us to, you know what? We're maxed out on fishing, too. So let's, while we're in Booty Bay, let's take this opportunity to drop our gold. We don't need to level up fishing with her because she's maxed out from her time in Darnassus, or Darkshore. But the others, we picked up the expert level, so we might as well do it for fishing too. So, looking at the spreadsheet, I'm not sure how I wanted to handle this. I thought about doing a whole other spreadsheet, and we could. But really, what we're going to do is go down the line. I mean, because we could basically pick up the same. I guess we'll do it this way. We'll pick up the same. Actually, let's open these up. Insert 3 columns to the left. And what we want to do actually is maybe pick up like things like this. So we're going to make this the Barrens. We're going to make a Barrens run here that is all Alliance related. There's not a ton of quests we can do. This should be much shorter, and we'll do the same thing with the Wailing Caverns when we get there. But if you look, we just have this set. It's a total of... it's better, actually, if we look over here. Sorry, I've been working on that. The 1,000 Needles is such a pain in the... took us to do. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 total quests. We're going to mostly be able to finish those in this one episode. Probably are not going to be able to blast all 15 out of the way, especially since we're spending some time flying over. If you notice, I'm doing a nighttime drop today. That's not necessarily intentional. There was some updates. We'll get to that in a minute, actually. You know what we should also do is let's look at the class quest, because we last looked at the level 24 quest, but we didn't look at 25 or 26, which we qualify for on both accounts now. Nothing for Druid, nothing for Hunter. Dang, take those out. We have some 26 mage quests we need to look at. Nothing for Paladin, we would handle that on camera anyway. Nothing for Priest, awesome. We did the 24s for the Rogue already. Nothing for Shaman, we would cover that anyway there. We do have a 25 Warlock to cover. So 25 for the Warlock, 26 for the Mages, and that's it. So let's look at this. You have served us well. This is an Alliance Warlock only quest. And because we would actually cover this later, so we'll kind of talk about it at a future point in time, but in case I forget, we'll talk about it now. So it requires the Noble Brew line. So this is a line you pick up in Stormwind, and it sends you into both Duskwood and Wetlands. We will complete this on our character to get the Muskwash root and Tear of Taloa. Then you go and you turn it in, and they make like a poison beer kind of. We'll get there, and you take it in and you kill a guy. Well, if you are a warlock, you then get the quest to go talk to Ziggy, the servant of Zardeth the Blackclaw, and he'll give you a separate reward just for being extra evil. A green cloth helmet, which is pretty cool at this stage in the game. I'm going to tell you right now, at level 38, I just got my first hat that has stats on it. At 39, I mean. So finding a cloth hat, that's nothing to sneeze at all. It says, I hear Lord Wishock enjoyed his beverage. You've served us well. The warlocks of Stormwind will be able to practice our ways without disturbance thanks to you. For your efforts, I prepared a special gift for you. Speak with my servant Ziggy and claim your reward. Master says give the gift to blank. Ziggy wants to keep nice gift, but Ziggy knows better than to betray Master. I guess Ziggy's the little demon. Alright, so that's just a little bonus that warlocks get. Pretty neat. Okay, and then at 26, there's this chain called that begins with High Sorcerer Andromoth or Speak with Dano. So High Sorcerer. And what we're going to do is I'll try to just cover these where I can as we travel instead of the way I might typically do it. What was the other one? Speak with Dino. Dino. So we're going to set these chains up to look at them because one's Horde, one's Alliance. It's a 4-quest setup here. All right. So the High Sorcerer Andromath is the beginning. If you are an Alliance, you pick it up in the Mage District there, and you're just supposed to speak with him. High Sorcerer Andromath wishes to speak with you. He's at the top of the Wizard's Sanctum in the Mage's District of Stormwind. It would be wise to speak with him, for Andromath is one of the most powerful mages not locked away in Dalaran. Counsel with him is high counsel indeed. Greetings, I'm pleased to meet you, and hope you have time to listen to an old man's words. This is an extremely important quest if you're a mage, too. It's a game changer. Okay, so speaking with Dino, this is actually gets picked up if you are a mage in the Undercity, but you can get an Orgrimmar version as well, I guess. I don't know. The Troll Mage Dino has need of your assistance. She resides in Orgrimmar in Darkbriar Lounge. I don't know. Okay, so cool. I guess you can pick it up in Undercity. Good, you have come. My task is not an easy one, but vital to the Society of Mages. If you aid me, I'm sure you'll find it worthwhile. Okay. So now the second step if you're a mage is Ur's Treatise on Shadow Magic, whereas the Horde, it's Waters of Xavian. So it says, long ago 3 mages studied in this tower until one fell to the dark arts. He was urged to turn away from that evil magic, but he could not resist, and so she was banished. The fallen mage's new domain is the Tower of Ilgalar and Red Ridge, and he took with him a powerful book, Ur's Treatise on Shadow Magic, over there. It's tough to get to for sure. We, the mages of Stormwind, would have that book returned, enter the Tower of Ilgalar, find the tome in his library, and bring it to me. Now you can, if you want to be patient, you can marry that with another quest that's over there, but you're probably going to want this quest done as quickly as possible. Do you have the book? Its secrets are not meant for the untrained, and plumbing its depth can lead to doom and ruin. Now, okay, we can actually read it too. I feared that Morganth had hidden the book elsewhere, or that he had found a way to open it and read its contents. It's good to see that he did not, and that the seals we placed on Ur's Treatise on Shadow Magic still hold. So the book itself says, it just says the swirling symbols and pictograms that fill the pages of this manual are esoteric beyond comprehension. Okay, you can't read it. Whereas the Waters of Xavian, the fabled city of Xavian lies nestled deep within eastern Ashenvale, and tales of its ancient knowledge are well known among the learned. It is said that the Waters of Xavian hold magical powers, and they're the little satyr area over there. I would have a sample of those waters from their source. Take this flask and go to Xavian, gather water from the bottom of its highest waterfall and return to me, and use care as you move through that ancient city. Satyrs now hold the ruins and do not like mages prying into their affairs. I am pleased that you have returned with your skin intact. Do you have the water sample? I'm eager to study its properties. Ah, very good. I trust the satyrs of Xavian give you little trouble. Thank you. I will study the sample of Xavian water immediately. So they each want you to do a job for them, basically. One wants waters to study, one wants a book to study. Neither are super duper important, but you're basically getting called to be a servant. We want to talk to this fisher guy. I think he's... Where is he? He's on a lower level. And then we'll go over there and catch the boat. We're 26, but I'm fairly certain we have everything that we need. Yeah, so this is where you get the happy bobber, the bass, and you. We already have the Blump family fishing pole. I probably should pick up the strong fishing pole. Actually, we probably should. Because a strong fishing pole gives you +5, the Blump only gives you +3. The boat's here. Okay, I'll wait on the strong fishing pole. I mean, 150 is pretty good. Already, anyway. Alright, let's get over there. We do need a cooking up. Got plenty of raptor eggs, too, so we can... Things... I should sell the skull chipper. So we have some work. We just haven't played with this character very much. Lately. It's been a while. Barrens is a long zone. I think we did 8 episodes, plus like a Whaling Caverns. We did like maybe a Shaman quest in there too. And we had a Whaling Caverns quest turn in, and we did Whaling Caverns. So we had at least 10 episodes and maybe a missed day. So it's been a good week and a half since we played on this account. And, oh, that's cute. They have an emerald whelpling. All right, third step is called Pristine Spider Silk for the Alliance or Laughing Sisters for the Horde. So the 8 pristine spider silk is what you need. Your service has been unwavering. I think perhaps it's time you had a finer garment, one more suiting your station as an adept mage. If you gather the needed materials, then we will arrange the robe made. You must enter Duskwood and hunt carrion recluse spiders. You can actually get it from any spider. Extract their silk, but only the finest, most pristine silk will do. When you have, I mean, I think they have to be in Duskwood, but any Duskwood spider, they don't have to specifically be those carrion recluse. I think the Black Widow ones are really the best. When you have enough, take it to Win Larson here in the Mage District at the Larson Clothiers, and she'll craft your robe. Ah, yes, the mages of the Wizard Sanctum said you'd speak with me. Do you have the required silk? I lied. This isn't the best quest. I think it's the level 30 one. Nice specimens, these. I'll get right to work. Whereas the Laughing Sisters, we want to get 12 of their hairs. For your services, I've arranged for the creation of your new robes, provided you can gather the needed materials. For these robes, you must return to Ashenvale for the locks of hair from Laughing Sisters, dryads who gather near the Rainwood Retreat. When you have their hair, bring it to Kihala, a troll tailor at the crossroads in the Barrens. He'll be expecting you and will fashion your robes. Greetings. Dino said you would come and would bring the Laughing Sisters' hair. Do you have it? This hair will weave into a fine robe. It's a pity the Laughing Sisters had to die to part with it, though I do doubt they would ever give it willingly. A pity, but only a small one, and that gives you either the nether-laced garment or the astral knot garment. Spoiler alert, they're identical. Your garment is ready, and that silk you gathered was nice. You don't mind if I make it a little short so I have some left over for me, do you? No, I like a little kilt. I'm only joking. It'll fit you great. You'll be perfect for both adventure and formal dining. Enjoy. And you can pick the astral knot robe or blouse. So 6 stamina, 9 intellect, or 6 stam, 6 intellect, 6 spirit. I don't know why you would want to trade. I mean, I guess it's up to you. Do you want overall best stat? In which case you're trading your 3 spirit for you're trading 3 intellect for 6 stam, or just go all out for the stam. That's your call. Similar for the Horde. Here's your nether lace. It's both comfortable and durable and holds the magic of the Laughing Sister's hair. Enjoy, and if you find it amenable, please mention so to Dino. She's a mage whose good side I wish to stay. Same exact decision that you have to make there. I guess it's depends on what you want. I would say at this level of the game, I'd go with the all-in. Who cares about spirit when you are solo level? So that took us a little bit of time to get here. But now we're already rocking, ready to go. Unlike the Horde, we don't have to worry about multiple quest hubs. All we have is the Ratchet hub. and we have to go up there to ignition. So
Being wharf master of a busy port like Ratchet,
I don't care.
I keep my finger on the
We've already
pulse
heard
of
these.
information. I know all about the exchange of goods and money between here and Booty Bay.
Just gonna go pick them all
The
up
latest bit of
while
news
they
I've
talk.
heard is about the venture company's Boulder Lode Mine, northeast of the Sludge Fen. One of the miners discovered an emerald the size of your fist. I know a few buyers who'd be interested in getting their hands on something like that, and I'd be willing to go half and half on its sale.
Go halfsies on it for me.
Oops!
I'm
Had a
picking
little
that up, too.
mishap,
Why
as
not?
you can see. The morning cargo shipment from Booty Bay was huge. Huge, I say. Never seen so many crates. Well,
They're
I was
just gonna-
trying to
they're just gonna
expedite
talk
things,
in
so
their
I started
brain.
unloading a bit more than I could handle. That's when everything came tumbling down. Before I knew what was going on, I saw that menace, Mad Maglish, go running off with a bottle of 99-year-old port. Chased him all the way to Whaling Caverns. No way I was going in there. Maybe you're brave enough to find him? The venture company set up a small research
Yeah,
facility
they're
far
going to
to
be talking
the
at
north
us
of
for a
here.
while, but
Southwest
they're all
of
quests
the
we've all
Sludge
done.
Fen.
But while we run around,
I don't know very much about what they're doing,
You can
but
listen to
did
them
manage
instead
to
of me.
discover that they're experimenting with something called a Samophlange. Now,
A
what
Samophlange?
is a Samophlange? Well, whatever it is, I want to examine it, so I need someone to go get it. I obtained a copy of their control system operating manual. You should be able to figure out how to disengage the Samophlange from it. The venture company stole many of the best goblin mines, but from time to time we get the opportunity to steal some back. A while ago, the venture company outfit in the Stonetalon Mountains hired Garenzo Wrenchwhistle, a gnome. Their other engineer, Ziz Physics, was so taken aback by this, he pleaded with me to find him new employment with the Tinkers Union. I set him on a few tasks, but he might need help. Maybe you could look in on him for me. He's stationed at the western edge of Windshear Crag.
Okay, just so you know what I'm doing.
I sure wish Vice Admiral Greslick did a
I'm gonna
better
head
job
down
of
to the
keeping
pirates to
seas
start a
safe for
killing
our
spree.
trading vessels. With all the gold the trade princes have poured into the trade fleets, it ticks me off to see so many pirates running willy-nilly, raiding my ships and stealing my goods. I heard that the Southsea
Stealing my
Freebooters have
goods.
set up a camp just south of here.
Ate that.
They've been a real thorn in my side, and if Greslick won't take care of them, well, maybe you can help me get rid of them.
Yep, I'm gonna
The
do it right now.
raptors of the Barrens are
Couple more to go.
smarter than raptors in other lands. And I think all that smarts is hiding in their horns.
Mm-hmm.
If so, then I could grind their horns into powder and use it to make smart drinks. I could sell them for a fortune. And you can help me. Find me intact raptor horns from Sunscale Scytheclaws. They roam in the southern Barrens and in the northern Barrens near the border of Ashenvale Forest. Spider egg omelets are a new fad in Booty Bay. The problem is, Booty Bay's got no eggs. I smell an opportunity. In Windshear Crag and Sisher Canyon, in the Stone Talon Mountains to the northwest, lives the deep moss spider. Bring me its eggs and I'll pay a bundle. In Windshear Crag, the eggs will be clustered under what trees remain. In Seashear Canyon, well, if you have a weak stomach, then maybe you should just collect the eggs at Windshear Crag.
All right, so I think we're kind of low on all of our metals, so I'll just get we'll kill what we get here. All right, so there's really not a lot of overall things that we need to do, which is what I'm optimistic. I think we'll do these quests here, and we might have to wrap it up on the next episode, but it'll be as we go into whatchamacallit. It'll be as we go into the Whaling Caverns kind of outside. So first, let's just kind of check off all the different ones we got. So looking at the order that we got them, we did Miner's Fortune, Barren Longshore, Trouble at the Docks, Samophlange 1. Okay, so let's go into our quests. We can actually rip those right over here. So we got, we just picked up, now it says the Missing Shipment. I don't see that. We must have to complete some of these first or something like that. We don't have a Missing Shipment. Maybe that comes after Southsea Freebooters. So Miner's Fortune, that's way down there. We're not doing that yet, but that's the first one we picked up. And then we picked up Wanted Barren Longshore. Okay. That's an easy one. We're working on that right now. And then we got Trouble at the Docks, which is let's actually go right over because we're gonna have a Whaling Cavern set for these these guys. We're gonna call this. Actually, do it just like this because I don't think there's any alliance specific. I don't believe. Maybe one, but this is going to be actually the Alliance Whaling Caverns. Let's take it out just a pinch because we also just got Trouble at the Docks on that one. Okay, so that's technically over there. What else do we have? These are all pickups. I'll tag that after. Samophlange 1, Ziz Physics, Southsea Freebooters. I can't talk. Samophlange 1. Okay, Ziz Physics, which is the final one in the order. Okay. Southsea Freebooters, which is the easiest one. Yeah, that must seg into the Missing Shipment, which is a pretty easy one. Then we picked up Raptor Horns and Deep Moss Spider Eggs. Raptor Horns, which is Boppity Boop. That is the one that leads us into the Smart Drinks, which is one of the Whaling Caverns ones. And the Deep Moss Spider Eggs. So we have 2 quests that take us into Stone Talon. So there's 3 areas, really. Okay. So now what we need to do is just kind of rock and roll. These guys are weak enough that we should be able to just slay, get us back into the flow. There's Tazan. We see him all the time. Yeah, we need to kill 12 brigands. We need to kill the old Baron. We need to kill 6 cannoneers. And then they will be a missing shipment, which will send us back out here again. But there's no doing that fast. We're going to have to make 2 runs of it. Now, I'm not worried about the Baron not being in any of the places we see because he's pretty much an insta-respawn. Yeah, so now that I actually think about the Stone Talon part of it, we're definitely going to be doing 2 runs. There's no way around that. Rebuff that. And yeah, so luckily these are super easy kills. They're not really worth any XP for us, so that's the unlucky part. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't think we need, we could use a little bit of wool, where rather we will make use of it. I was about to say there's a Baron, but I can't actually confirm that. Yeah, there he is right there. Now we don't have consecration yet because of our spec. Us. Crushing. Just crushing. Slaying, baby. Okay, come here, Baron. We'll end your existence. We'll take your head. Okay, so we already got the Baron's head. There's some copper vein up here we'll take care of, too. So yeah, this will all be... He looks like a Dark Iron Dwarf pirate, but okay. Whatever. Yeah, so the good thing about this game today is it's keeping my mind off of everything. Today was the big day. I went and had, I shot my major shot. I had my interview. This is a refrain that's kind of, we've said a little bit lately, you know. Heard this a lot from me, so at this point, it's kind of like they talk about in sports sometimes, where if you just lose too many games, you start to get this loser's mentality, and I hate to talk about myself like that, but I just, even though I felt like this was such a good thing, and I feel so, like, qualified, and on paper, I think this is such a great fit for me, I just can't stop second-guessing everything, so I'm going to be kind of in that limbo state until they let me know. They did say it would be fast, that things will move along quickly, and I believe it because the whole process has been expedited compared to some of the other things so far. My current boss was there, but she did not ask any of the, like, it's a panel kind of interview that you go to. But unlike the other situations where normally they kind of would rotate around through, she did not. She was just there kind of taking notes, and I don't know if it was so that it didn't look like there was any favoritism being played, or I don't know, or what the case is. I don't think that necessarily had anything to do with me. But you just read into everything. You read into every little half smile or lack thereof. There's a show called Black Mirror. That's a cannoneer. I don't want that guy. There's a show called Black Mirror. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched that show, but it's a show where they basically do, sci-fi type of alternate reality, different what ifs that could happen. And one of the earliest episodes, I think, of the show is like about what if we had like these chips in our brain or contacts or something that basically allowed us to record everything we saw, and then we could replay them, so we didn't actually have to remember things, and then sometimes lose context because of that. We literally, you could just replay your memories, but then it led to people agonizing and replaying, and I think there's something true about human nature for that. I know for myself, definitely true. And I don't know, it's such an unhealthy way to be. My value doesn't come from any of my actions. It doesn't come from a job interview, and there's so many factors at play. And even if I'm not chosen, even if my boss doesn't, decides that she doesn't want me to be, like right underneath her in that rank up, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's just her opinion. Unfortunately for my future, she's a person that her opinion matters a lot right now. And I know that, like on an intellectual level, I understand that, but it's so hard for me. It's a struggle I truly have to not let it eat me up and consume, and it really harms my sleep, it harms my eating, it harms my ability to just, these kind of things, I just replay them, and it will consume days of my life, and sometimes for no reason, and I just don't. I think, on the one hand, it keeps you hungry and trying, but on the other hand, it's just got to be a healthier way to do it, and I can't imagine that it's really helping me sell myself any better when I'm wearing how much it matters on my sleeve. So we shall see how it all shakes down, and what'll be will be. Life is what it is. That's about as far as we can take that one. So sorry for getting off topic. I'm now talking about Warcraft at all times. Let's go turn in these quests. Barrens' head, get this head out of my bag.
I sure could use your help, kid.
What's happening? Something I can help you with? Goods to ship, perhaps an engineering job?
Ah, that
Right,
sort
I'm just
of
gonna
business.
turn them in since, again, we've done
I
these.
saw the Heedless once on the open seas. Fearsome ship, or was that boat? Those sailors are so particular. Anyways, watching her glide across the water was quite a sight to see. I'm glad her infamous captain will trouble my ships no longer. You did good, kid. A little more work like that, and it'll be one less thing I'll have to worry about. Hopefully they'll be convinced that they should relocate their operation elsewhere. In the meantime, there is the small matter of getting back the goods they stole from me. I've been waiting forever for my last shipment of goods from Booty Bay. I'm pretty sure that it must have been stolen by the freebooters. Just to make sure, will you go down to the dockside and ask Dizzywig if my goods were already put into my warehouse without my knowledge? Here, take my ledger down to Dizzywig and have him double-check my inventory records against his logs. Gazlo sent you. Did he? Just a moment. Let me take a look here and check my own logs and make sure I didn't have Gazlo's shipment sent to the wrong place. Bet he's waiting for those boots from Drizzlek. Everything looks square from my records, adventurer. Go on back and tell Gazlo he's out of luck. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the pirates that nabbed his goodies. Nothing else I can do for him. Though you could tell him that I've got some things from Undermine for him when he has the time to come pick them up. No dice, eh? I guess it must have been the freebooters then. Dizzywig's on the level. I'm sure he wouldn't cheat me like that. After all, he is on the payroll. Looks like I've got some goods to get back, adventurer. What do you say? While I'd like to recover all my goods, I'm sure that's not possible. Still, there's a few things that I absolutely must have. As you see, my observatory is ready to go, but it needs the smaller of the two lenses. The first arrived by caravan from Duratar, but the second was bound by ship and never arrived. Also, I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlick in Booty Bay. Head down to the pirate camp and see if you can find them.
All right. So what do we do here? We turned in the Barrens head. Cool. They were all happy about that, and we turned in all of our bounty for our Southsea Freebooters. Then they gave us this this quest here for the Missing Shipment. Cool. So they gave us that 1 and 2. Bada bing, bada boom. So for the Missing Shipment, he said, you know, I'm missing a shipment. We picked it up. Go check at the base. And we picked them up and turned them both in. And he was basically like, no, we don't have them. And so then he gives us the Stolen Booty, which is the final pirate quest you can really do as an alliance. So we're going to work on that. It's going to be fairly easy. We're just going to run, get the telescopic lens and shipment of boots. And then that's a dead chain. Nothing else is going to come out of that. Now we do need raptor horns. There's a little bit of way that we can do this. We can kind of go across if we want. And this quest is only going to lead us to Whaling Caverns, so I'm not extremely concerned. What I think I'm actually going to do is send us north, but send us north around this channel here, which will give us 2 spots to fight raptors after we turn this in. And hopefully we get lucky and we get the horns, and if not, we're going to go up and we're going to hunt for that the miner's fortune. Because normally, why you might wait on that spot for when we were Horde, because we wanted to complete the Samophlange manual. You don't do that as an alliance. We'll never get to a spot where we're building. These people don't care. I'm literally just robbing their... They're just... We don't see anything. We don't care. That's right. It's probably better for their health to not notice that I did that. It's better for us because we have nothing to gain from fighting them. Now these guys, I know, fight my way into this camp. I don't care. And there's the other package right there. So again, you want to see us do this? Oh, the copper bins respawn too. Let's get that. Why not? Because we only got 2 pieces out of last time and then it was done. This person's saying I'm a Sigma. I just learned about Sigma. Benefit of having a 13-year-old son with friends. Otherwise, I would not have known what a Sigma was, and I just learned that a couple months back. It's just weird. I don't know, because you know you have like an alpha, a beta, which I guess an alpha male would be extremely masculine male. Beta would be, you know, kind of like the wolf pack thing, or in the household, animals respond to that. But a Sigma is just like a modern spin-off. It's another Greek letter. Sigma is S in the Greek alphabet, so I guess they're just taking it to go with S, because Sigma's like sexy, and if you're a Sigma, you got the Riz or something like that. The charisma. This is me. This is my old man self, painfully trying to understand younger slang. So that's basically how it was explained to me. And you know, whatever, let it ride or that way or not. Okay, so this is going to get turned in right now. I might as well check that bad boy off. And then, yeah, we're going to go, again, hopefully we get lucky as we kill raptors on the way to the north. And then we just need the miner's fortune. And then what we'll do is we'll actually go do ignition and the escape. We can take care of that too and work our way this way. Again, killing more raptors. And then the Samophlange is going to let us work in this vicinity. But since the steps aren't really that important, we'll work our way back down there. Or we won't. Or we'll work our way over following these things and make our way into Stone Talon, whatever. Because we don't even have to stop in a camp. Like, we could just make this all one big loop. Now that we've done the ratchet part, there's not any necessary like additional steps, because the Samophlange quest line, again, it kind of just peters out and ends. Only thing we really have to do is make it back here one more time before to turn in the raptor horns in order to pick up the smart drinks quest for Whaling Caverns. And we're going to have a couple less quests because we're not going to have any of the...
Welcome to Rat.
It's a relief to get all this stuff back. So thanks for your help, adventurer. You know, I could use a person like you to help out with my operation here. If you're ever looking for work, don't forget about how well Gazlo pays for service.
Okay, I won't. Alright, yeah, so that was it. Nothing really particular. We're not getting a lot of XP. 120, 10 here, 10 there. It's really... I wanted to go up. Let's see if we can somehow scale this, because the raptors are actually kind of like in this little area. And I don't know. We're going to check it out and see, maybe. That's too steep, I can tell you that right now. So we might be kind of sort of screwed on that. Alright, I went the wrong way. Maybe there's a path up that way. Because it defeats the purpose of the loop that I'm going to take. This place right here is good if you're a mage or a warlock. No, I think maybe just warlock. Alright, so we need that specific kind of raptor. Don't remember what kind. We need the kind that has horns. I guess they don't all have horns. Look at these guys. These guys do. Sun Scales Scythe Claws. I don't know if it's all Sun Scales, if it's just the Scythe Claws. What the deal is there. Okay, we need 5 horns. See, there's a... So it's obviously not... That's a Screecher. Screecher didn't have it. But Scythe Claws do. So... There you go. Must have to be Scythe Claw only. And I'm okay with that. There's some copper over there too. We could... Okay, so this is a good hunting ground. Good to know. Let's see what the drop rate is. Okay, we've killed 2, we got none. So doesn't mean necessarily anything, but we can kind of figure it out on RNG. Killed 3. 3 for none. So that's not the best RNG. Killed 4. 4 gave us none. So that's pretty poor. Doesn't bode well for our opportunity to finish this anytime soon. But oh well. You know, I think we're pinch higher because we only leveled up to 26 right as we finished up Wailing Caverns. We're already halfway through 26, so Homegirl here is a little bit ahead, but it's pretty much, I think, in part because the Paladin quests are so much more involved. The beginning one, that should pretty much that'll taper off because that XP won't matter that much. Oh, that's Swiftmane. Say that's a fast horse, but that's because that is. Let's get him. Kind of feel bad fighting him, but he's a level 21 rare elite. I mean, I did think it was interesting that he was running around so fast. Oh, we should hit him with this bad boy. I forgot, my rotation's been a little off. There you go. Now we are doing the extra holy damage. Come on. Bro. I don't want him to run me into other mobs. Okay. He gave up running. Got him. There you go. That's some XP. More XP than everything we've done so far. Okay. Cool. And maybe he was purposefully leading us to some Scythe Claws that might actually have horns. Look, I can see there's a horn on your head. Don't tell me you don't have a horn. I don't believe it. You liar! Was that a prosthetic? Was it fake? Stupid, stinking Scythe Claw. Yeah, so we're having bad luck. This is when things like this happen to me, I start to think like, do certain areas have different drop rates? Oh my gosh, another one. I think we've killed 6 or 7 so far without luck, so there's a troll of, I don't know, Higher level than we can handle. Question marks. I mean, there's more scythe claws up here than I'm used to. Maybe this place is normally cleaned out. Oh, we got our first horn. Yeah, so there was, normally there is not any kind of maintenance on Monday, and I bet you we're still going to have maintenance tomorrow. So I was on a tight window because I had, I had the job situation today. So I had to get the episode done in a regular amount of time, or in a very small window of time. So I logged on. Cool, we got a second horn. And I couldn't log on because when I went to go on, they were already shut down. So then I was like, oh, by the time this is done, I have to be gone. So, and then with the way that life scheduled on Mondays, like there was no, I was gonna have to neglect something, work, the family, something in order to make the video earlier. So I was like, I'll just make a nighttime vid to help me distract anyway, because I'm in the worst time right now. We got 3 horns, by the way. That was pretty nice. That kind of reverse RNG where we almost had a 1-to-1 drop rate. That's a screecher. We don't need that kind. So we're coming out of the end of the little zone where the scythe claws can spawn. But we're still going to make our way to the north. There's another patch up here. Plus, like I said, we need that the cat's eye emerald. You can already tell that's the wrong kind of raptor. They're smaller screechers. But yeah, where there's nothing I can do, I just have to live life, enjoy life, and there's nothing else I can do. It's outside of my control at this point. I've shot my shot, and there's literally nothing I can do now. If all goes to the best, for this one, there's enough competition or whatever for it that I would be. If I make it to the final 2, unlike the other situations that I've been in, this time if I make it to the final 2, I'll have to have another round of interviews with the head of the whole deal, head of the whole company, and I don't know if it would be a one-on-one, if it'll be another panel. But then she'll basically interview us last 2, and then I don't know if she makes a recommendation. I don't know exactly how it's all going to shake out. But this is an extra level of thing. So either I was never as close as I thought on the last 2, where they never even mentioned that, or they just happened to mention that this time, or whatever. Or they mentioned it because they think I'll be part of I mean, who knows? That's the kind of thing I talked about. Just whatever. Just spinning my wheels. But tomorrow we'll do I actually had fun on the other episode where we did the exterior of Wailing Caverns. So I'm gonna work on that. Tomorrow, that'll be what we get up and do. My wife made a pesto, she did Italian sausage, pesto, and she makes the pesto from scratch, and basil and olive oil and Parmesan and everything. And, but oh my gosh, it was so good. So that was busting, and then we'll have. My last pie. I can't remember if I told you guys. I'm pretty sure I did. Ruined the last pie. This is what you get when I just start walking with no lore, and this is what we do. But I totally butchered forgetting to change the oven temp on the last pie. So I'm making another one, but the ingredients were so weird. It's called a golden syrup pie. It's kind of like a vanilla custard pie. And it is made, this guy's always there, Tack the Leaper. That's another rare elite. I don't know how rare he really is, because I think every time I pass through here, I see Homeboy. I'm gonna fight him. He's not worth XP though. Why he's coming so close to me? Buster. my thing disappeared because of him. You know what, you jerk? I hope you are happy. I lied. I don't hope you're happy. That was nice. I love that combo that you get with the Seal of Command and the Hammer of Justice, where you can just get an automatic mega crit. 7. What does it say? Yeah, basically it's double damage. Ooh, Soldier's Armor of the Bear. Because of the level of that stupid mob, I'm not going to imagine that it's going to be any better. 162. No. Yeah, look at this. I saw there's a couple of just randos out here. Look at a few of them. Cool. And another little patch of ore. So we got a couple. We got a few more raptors. We can try to maybe get lucky and get at least one more. Oh yeah, maybe we'll get both. That would be the best. Then I would save the stone talon thing for. I'd save that for after. We still have a chance because we still have to hit that little area up there where we hit ignition. Even if this guy doesn't have it, we still have a chance of getting our last one when we are over there. Bastard Sword of the Eagle. That's a nice two-handed sword. We're getting some good gear up here, but nowhere near. 11 damage, not even half as good as the one we currently have. But, so, I had to order, basically, because you need golden syrup, first of all, which I guess is something kind of similar to, like, a molasses, but kind of lighter. Like, molasses is not something you'd say want to eat a spoonful of. It's good in some recipes, used in some, but even then it has a very strong flavor. It's very heavy to work with. But I do cook with it from time to time. And so does my wife when she does her baking. So I think it's kind of in that family, but it's a lot lighter. I've literally never had it. Then I had to get flaky salt, which I've actually had recipes that I've needed that in before. And just like, been like, screw it, because it's hard to find flaky salt. You can find salt flakes, but a lot of the times they have something else. It'll be like garlic salt flakes or something like that, which you definitely don't want when you're making pie. So this is a topping. It's also usually just a garnish, but that texture is so important with the food. So the sea salt flakes are, so then boom, that's something that I haven't been able to find. And then you need vanilla paste, which I guess, you know, vanilla extract comes from the vanilla bean. And then vanilla paste is pretty much what it sounds like. They use maybe xanthan gum or something like that. And they mash up the vanilla beans and they make a paste out of them. And supposedly it has a much stronger, more intense flavor, which you would think sounds good, but because of the consistency, it's not good. Oh, boom, first drop, we got our cat's eye emerald. So we're done with that. So we need one more horn, and we can do the Ignition Duo questline, and we have Samophlange over here too. We'll probably end up having to log right out in front of Samophlange. Just probably how it's going to go. And then on the next one, we'll make our run down, where we go in here and get our eggs and turn in that. I don't know that I'm even going to make us run all the way up there. Maybe. Okay, so again, we need to find more of these scythe claws. Find some, great. And if we don't, it's not the end of the world, because we still have a loop to do. But anyhow, so once I started seeing, like, I'm not going to be able to find, I can't find the vanilla paste, can't find the golden syrup, can't get salt flakes. So then I was like, well, I'm just going to order this stuff online. That is what I did. So when that stuff comes, I'm going to finally try to not screw a pie up. good luck to me, because I have screwed it up every single time so far. Something has been screwed up. I think I've made 5 or 6 pies now, and I have just bunged something up every stinking time. Alright, so this is, if you don't remember, this is the easiest escort in the game, but first we have to get the key. It's a 2-part quest. This little dude. So, somebody's attacking me. Alright, so he gave us a quest called Ignition. Right? Okay, so we can add that one to the list. We've picked up Ignition. My son's been playing this game called Ghost Runner lately. And, alright, so we have to go get the...
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, we need to
Keep
get
it real.
the shot. What? Oh, because he ran. That's why when I was minimized. And that's why it wasn't appearing on the Questy, because Questy will do that sort of thing. It can't change, like, whatever it's thinking about if you're still engaged in combat. You break Questy's little brain. Alright, so up we go. Let's find whoever has the key. Oh, look, there's another rare. Look at us. Foreman Grills. He's not a rare elite, but he's just a rare. I'm gonna kill him. Me gonna kill him good. This is the guy with the key. Look at that, mercenary's there too. Why is everyone giving me such a hard time? All I want to do is a zoom, zoom, zoom. And just shake my rump. That's all I want to do. Why life is going to be like this. Okay, Foreman Grill. Whoa! Because he's not an elite. Look at him. He was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, I hit him so hard, he just stood still. He was like, wait. Okay, so that is a int and spirit. It's a healer's cloak, even though it's better than what we have. Not anything we can work with. I guess I'm gonna sell this long hair, whatever, tail hair. Flash. All right, so here comes the escort.
What's up?
Turn that in.
Keep it real.
And we'll do an escort here, which also requires us to go back to Ratchet when we're done. We're doing great on time. I mean, we've basically just... There's not a ton you can do in the Barrens as Alliance, but there's some. Very little have we found that's worth the XP. So, a little bit of rep here and there, a little bit of rewards. We've had no upgrades. Every little bit counts, but it also kind of gives you some... I mean, the Stone Talon ones will... The Stone Talon quests will give us some XP. Oddly enough. I swear, like, so much of the game is just focused on when they're gonna drop buffs. And I mean, the buffs are useful. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I love having them. But it's just so much of the game's culture is about that for Classic. That and, boosting culture, like those two things are just such a huge part of the game. Because I guess what else are you doing? You're indefinitely end game raiding, trying to perfect. And if you think about it, like that's what, trying to perfect everything. What else could you really do? If you wanted to just keep playing, and you're not doing like what I'm doing, you just want to keep playing, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. You can perfect every spec. I mean every class, and by perfect I mean like best in slot everything, which necessitates just a butt ton of rating. And so then how can you do that? How can you manipulate that system more? That's what it becomes all about. Don't break down on me now. Oh no. I don't think this light's a good thing. Alright, so we finished Ignition, and then we also picked up, I believe it's called the Escape. Yeah. Cool. Pick that up, and we're not turning it in yet. And now we're going to go, so now we have a couple quests that we need to turn in there, the Escape and the Mine, but we're going to go while we're over here and get, at least start the Salmon. We'll probably actually be able to, in all honesty, be able to finish Samophlange Line. We only have 5 minutes, but we're right here, and whatever, we'll get as much of it as we can get done. So if you look over what we have there's 4 total steps of Samophlange, and there are the ones out in there. So out in Stone Talon, that's it, and we'll be done. It will not take us that long, and then we'll go in there and crush whatever we can crush in Wailing Caverns. We'll get as far. We'll kind of do what we did last time, where we'll go as far as we can. Something got mad, but it... Angor. Which we can do our own thing. We don't have to, you can have that chest. My bags are full. Ooh, they truly are full. Get rid of that raptor tooth. Alright, we can actually get rid of that stupid manual too, but I think we need it in the beginning. Alright, we finished the first one. Now we're getting quest version 2, where we're going to turn these things off. We've done this multiple times. No stress here. Cool, first one turned off. Some guys might run in, but I don't even care. Let's see how reckless we can be with that. See if we can create a danger zone for people that aren't as high level as us. Get away from there. See, they'll run in, but they don't necessarily come for you. See, like, they're yelling, get away from there, but don't come for us. Okay, so number 2 is done. Number 3, we need the key. I'll protect you. I got your back, little orc, but I'm going to throw that away. Okay, so now we're going to go in here. Yeah, they're not in here, so we're waiting on them to spawn. I guess I'll get rid of this Fleck Raptor skill also. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they don't need the same thing that we're doing. We just killed this guy. So I can get rid of these mail gloves too. Yeah, now this book, I don't believe we need it anymore, but I will. Not ready to ditch it yet. Oh, we have multiple stacks of lesser healing potions. Definitely get rid of that if we want. Okay, so still have a couple minutes. Literally 2 minutes. Okay, so let's I guess we'll look at where we're at here. So we did so yeah, we can just pick up all the Samophlange, bop. Put it on through here. Add a couple more in. So we finished Samophlange 1, pick up, finished. Pick up, we're going to be finishing this now, too. Because this is Samophlange 3 we're at right now. So we'll turn that in, and then Samophlange 4 will be telling us to go back to Ratchet, I believe, and that's the end of it. So, I mean, we might as well put that to... We're going to pick up Samophlange 4, which is the last new quest. Last quest that we don't have. The rest is all turn-in for us. We just need this guy to spawn. I don't know how long his spawn timer is. So... yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. That might kill us, actually, in the long run. This guy is... Oh, I got him. Alright, so got the key. Don't know if what... I mean, this guy's the only guy out here, so I don't know what he's... Unless we missed other people out here too, but... Now we can do that. Okay, so... We're going to pick that up, turn it in, and then we're going to walk our way across. And at some point, we're going to stop. Okay. Cool for us. So... We're going to just work our way across, and maybe we'll get lucky and get the 4th raptor. If not, we'll have one last chance when we're right here to get that raptor. We're coming right up on time. It really would make me feel like we put a sort of a completionist bow on the whole thing if we do get that. That's a tin vein. I gotta get that. Alright, you know what? Screw it. This is where we're gonna... This tin vein... Tuck this in, because we're I mean, whatever. There's no guarantee those raptors are gonna get us anything. We're still gonna have to run over there. So we will pick up where we'll pick up from here tomorrow, and we'll work on the exterior of the Wailing Caverns. We did finish talking about the quests that we picked up before, so that's all cool. But I had a good time, and we really did good progress, and I thank you guys for being here, for me, for listening. I hope that you all enjoy it. I hope I'm doing a little something for you too. Hopefully this is a symbiotic kind of thing. Thanks everyone. I'll catch y'all next time on Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.